and girls, it's Know It Time! Know It Time!
So I want to start this lesson with a quick review on long division. My question is this. Find the remainder. That's all you're going to do. Using any technique you like. Find the remainder. Here's your question. I'm going to steal this question straight from your textbook and you can play with it. X cubed minus 3x plus 3x squared minus 2 divided by x minus 1. I'm going to pause. Vicky, what method did you use? If you use synthetic, tell me the number that goes in your box. Yep. You have 1. Good. 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 And notice Vicky wrote this in order. Positive 3 has to go first. And Vicky, what number goes on outside? 1. And then, what number goes on the bottom? 1. 4. 1. Negative 1. And this is called your remainder. Okay? Very, very simple step. But the next question is, takes a bit too long still. How do you do this even in a faster period of time? So here is I'm going to show you another shortcut. Okay? You think synthetic was quick. Now I'm going to show you an even faster method. This is called the remainder theorem. Remainder theorem. Okay? And this is where your true lesson starts for today. Now the remainder theorem is this. It's a method that is only used to find the remainder. You can't use it to do anything else but to find the remainder. And what it states is this. The remainder theorem states this. It sounds a bit tricky, but it says this. If p of x is divided by x of a by x minus a, the remainder will be p of a. That's what it says. I'm going to go back to my question that I gave you right here. Okay? And this time I'm going to write in order 3x cubed. So we're going to write, oops, not 3x cubed, that's just x cubed. Minus, actually I should do plus 3x squared. Plus 3x squared. Minus 3x minus 2. Divided by x minus 1. So what this says is this. Instead of doing synthetic division, what you can do is, I want you to solve for x here. Write down what x is equal to, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do with that. So Prince, what does x equal to? X equals to 1. What this question now says is this. I'll give you a hint. This is p of x. Okay, this equation right here is p of x. Without any help from me, I want to see who can figure out what that means. If p of x is divided by x minus a, the remainder will be p of a. I'm going to pause it and let you have. The remainder theorem states this. The remainder theorem states this. If I solve for x and I sub into my equation, what you get will be the remainder. So let's use the remainder theorem right now. That'd be 1 cubed plus 3 to the power of 1 squared minus 3 times 1 minus 2. I want you guys to plug it in and see if you have a remainder of negative 1. Very simple concept, nothing too bad. Sorry? No, it's going to be just x minus a. And your remainder. If you took the constant, this one? No. A good question though. Try this one. Find the remainder. That's all you're gonna do. I don't need to know what the quotient is. I want to know what the remainder is. So this is gonna be x cubed minus 10x plus 6 divided by x plus 4. I'm gonna pause it. Amrit, you said the answer was negative 18. What did you let x equal to? X equals to negative 4. Okay. This is a crucial part right here. And then we sub negative 4 into here. So you go negative 4 cubed minus 10 times negative 4 plus 6, and you will get negative 18. Very simple. A bit more tricky, and then we'll do the supernova question. Good luck. X cubed plus 4x squared minus x plus k divided by x minus 1. There's a k value in there this time. This is k, not x. Okay. The question is this. Determine the value of k. Determine k if the remainder is... Powin, choose a number for me. 1. A question made up by Powin. Good luck. Anesh, what did you let x equal to in this case? X equals to what? X equals to 1 is correct. See, I'm using the remainder theorem because, look, it says the remainder is 1. So all I'm going to do is sub in 1. This is 1 cubed plus 4 times 1 squared minus 1 plus k. A lot of you got up to there, but you were stuck. Sukman, what goes after this? All this has equal to something. Equals to 1. Because it says that's my remainder. Because I'm using the remainder theorem. So what I just did is using the remainder theorem. So now, I solve for k. If you did this right, you should have k equals to negative 3. Voila. Very, very simple, nothing too bad. Here comes your supernova question for today. Good luck. It's going to be a challenge day. When, I'm going to say this, when mx cubed minus 3x squared plus nx plus 2 is divided by x plus 3, the remainder is negative 1. Okay, very simple concept. It says this, mx cubed minus 3x squared plus nx plus 2. The remainder is negative 1. But we're not done yet. When it is divided by x minus 2, the remainder, this is as hard as it gets on the exam. I've seen one question like this on the grade 12 government exam before. The remainder is negative 4. Find m and n. Okay. Before, you only have one letter. Very simple concept. Now, you have to find 2 letters. I'll give you a good 7 minutes. I'm going to show you how to do this, and I'm going to show you the setup to this. So, if you look at this, really, there's 2 equations. I'm going to look at the first one. Focus on x plus 3. I'm going to let x be negative 3. So, I go negative 3 cubed minus 3 negative 3 squared plus n times negative 3 plus 2, and I said equal to negative 1. Wait, I forgot the m. There's an m missing. I want you to simplify this right now. Take a minute and simplify. Okay? So you haven't done anything, just simplify this. And I'm going to make sure you have this part correct, because this is a crucial part. That's negative 27m. This is going to be negative 27 also. This is going to be negative 3n. And this is going to be plus 2 equals to negative 1. I like to just have all the m's and n's on one side. Some people like to have everything on one side set equal to 0. This is where you come in. You choose whatever you like. For me, I like to have all the m's and n's to one side. So negative 27m minus 3n equals to negative 1 plus 27 minus 2. Okay, so nothing too bad. Simplify the right hand side right now. You haven't done so. So this is negative 27m minus 3n equals to, this is going to be positive 24, if I'm not mistaken. See, there's my first equation. I'm going to put a little 1 beside here to represent that's my first equation. I want you to do the exact same thing, except this time you're going to use positive 2. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. And for the second one, I'm going to let x be positive 2 this time. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. M positive 2 cubed minus 3 positive 2 squared plus 2n plus 2 equals, now be careful, it's not negative 1 anymore. This now is equal to negative 4. I want you to get m and n by itself, just like what we did in equation 1. So you have 8m minus 12 plus 2n plus 2 equals to negative 4. So you should have 8m plus 2n equals to negative 4 plus 12 minus 2. 8m plus 2n, that gives you positive 6? Positive 6. I'm going to write down equation number 2 here. Now, I'm only going to focus on the two equations. Forget everything else. I'm going to rewrite the two equations for you. One is negative 27m minus 3n equals to 24. The other one is 8m plus 2n equals to 6. In grade 11, your teacher taught you to solve two equations with two unknowns. This is where you come in now. And I believe, Dominique, I haven't asked you for today. I'd have that, did I? Okay, Dominique, you're up again. Dominique, how do you solve this? What method is that? Solving by? Starts with an E. E. Solving by elimination. Your method is actually correct. So we multiply this by 2. Hartaj, what do you multiply in the bottom by? Sorry? 3. Because I want to match up the ends. Because I want to get rid of it. Go ahead and solve this step. And you should have negative 54m minus 9n equals to 72. Oh, sorry. Whoa. I want to see who's awake. 48. Now, you should have 24m plus 6n equals... Hi! Oh, I was sorry. I was crossing, my eyes were crossed when I did this. I crossed my eyes, so I thought that 3 was up. So that's equal to 18. Now, we're going to do the exact same thing. We got to decide, we're going to add these two equations together to get rid of the 6n. Go ahead and add the two equations together right now. Question? Substitution works perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, so I'm going to add the 2. And you should have negative 30m equals to, go ahead, add 48 plus 18 together. Okay, 66. We're not done yet. We're almost done. So now we're going to divide m equals to 66 over negative 30, which can reduce it down to 11 over 5 negative. That is your m value. To get n, we go back and we plug it into any one of these equations. Okay? You can plug into any one of those equations you like. But if you did this correctly, you should have n equals to, I want you to go ahead and solve for n now. Go. So when you plug it in, you want 8 times negative 11 over 5 plus 2n equals to 6. If you did it correctly, you should have 59 over 5. And that, pretty much, I'm going to actually end your lesson here for today. Voila! This is called the remainder theorem. You need to practice with it, because I'm going to show you why you need to know that, and that's called the factor theorem. And so today, your work, Page 124, numero 7 to 14. And that wraps up your lesson for today.